It can be quite difficult. I mean, it's not easy. Trading isn't easy, and there's no lie, not everyone can do it. It's pretty, most importantly, it's very tough psychologically. They say it takes a weird type of person to be a trader, but you've got to be okay with having built up some kind of account and still making decisions where you're risking part of it. It's quite tough to do if you have a couple of bad days in a row. A lot of people, will give up on that and move on. So I've been through the ups and the highs and lows many times, and as have our mentors. So we're hopefully in a good position when someone is going through a tough time or does have the roller coaster experience. I mean, we're there all day to sort of help them through it, literally handheld, one-on-one support, so we can extend the longevity of their trading career. Well, I've been trading futures since I left university, and I've loved it. I wouldn't want to do anything else. The excitement, and you get rewards straight away for your decisions, rewards or punishment, I guess. I don't think there's any other job that gives you an instant feedback of how you're doing. I've been doing it for about 7 years, and now there's such an opportunity to teach new people who are interested in financial markets how to do it. Me and a business partner of mine decided to go ahead and start up Amplify. We factored how we're going to go about, we kind of took it stage by stage. I think the most important thing for us, because it's a remote trading business, was the website. So the main part of the business plan was how we're going to set up the website, and then how we're going to recruit the sort of numbers we're looking for. And then how the next stage was how we're going to make those traders, help them be profitable. So it's a step by step. We spent about 2 months solidly on it, I think. And then it was good because with this business plan, it was kind of helping us finalize exactly where we were going as well. I think it's nice to have ideas on what you're going to do, but until you actually sit down and force yourself to write a business plan, it can all be, well, a bit scattery. Oh, it'd be brilliant to do this, or it'd be great to do that. But once you've got a business plan, you can constantly remind yourself that's where you want to go, and stick to it. So it's the first time I've done one. Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we got it. So definitely a working document. I have to be careful though, because for now it's got to be a semi-finished thing. Otherwise, I'll want to go and do something else, or look into a new area straight away, which is fine. I'll keep on doing that. But I think if you lose your focus on your initial target too quickly, other people can very clearly see that you haven't got any direct focus, and then it becomes confusing what you're offering or what you're doing. But no, definitely work in progress, and I look forward to expanding it. You do have to have all the right figures. In fact, we're taking quite a risk with our traders' profitability, because even with our support and help, they're not all going to make money, and there can be quite significant losses. We're hoping with our risk management strategy that we can enforce some degree of control on taking advantage of this volatility, but that's something we can't guarantee until we've started doing it. We want to certainly limit our exposure to rogue traders, but while still having exposure to people taking risks for the right reasons. So yeah, we've got a very structured risk management strategy, which involves a lot of numbers and figures, but when we find the traders to build a long-term relationship with, then that should all pan out to be worthwhile. I would hate to have been going through this just on my own, actually. There's so much to cover and so many unexpected things that, despite the business plan, that arise. And I think having 2 people work on it is really helpful. It also helps that Piers has very different skill sets to what I do, and we can complement each other very well in that way. I tend to be maybe thinking a bit more about new ideas, or could we go this way or that way, whereas Piers is very good at doing the numbers side and keeping straight. So I'm really pleased we've gone in it together. Yeah, so it's all good so far. We have a virtual trading room, And this is a fantastic way that our mentor or experienced traders that looks after his group of traders, it's almost like a very posh version of MSN, but where there's constant feedback all the time and either typing, or the experienced trader can share charts or share trading strategies. And the experienced trader can see every single order or position that his traders are doing. So he can see what's going on. And then if he disagrees with it or thinks he can support a little bit, he goes on the microphone and it comes out the trader's speakers and he'll say, hey, listen, what's your plan for that trade? Where do you expect to get out? The trader will answer back, and then he can share some charts or say, look out, there's some economic news coming out in a minute. So it's very, very hands-on. So it's with this, it's called a virtual trading room, where everyone can talk and stay in constant interaction. This, in fact, is part of our competitive advantage. A lot of people I know have tried spread betting using their own funds and have taken quite a bit of risk with their personal finance. Amplify differs because with the professional trading software, you get something called direct market access, which is you get the exact price trading on the market. The spread betting companies, whether you buy or sell, each side you have to give up 4 or 5 prices, losing an edge to the professional traders. There's also a big difference with speed. With spread betting, quite often to put orders through, it takes a number of seconds, and you can't trade fundamental news. But with the professional trader edge, full speeds are 0.2 seconds. You can hit the exact price you want. You can take advantage of the big fundamental moves that we're seeing daily now in these volatile markets. For us, it's a huge advantage. The costs of bringing traders in-house are quite high, or very high. So with the remote-based, to start off, with our new traders, we can help them build up confidence, build up knowledge, and help them build up talent. And then when they're ready, we can bring them in-house and then be able to let them have even more size due to them being closer to risk. But it's hugely advantageous for us because then we can have a high number of traders based remotely, and we can analyze talent. And then bring in the ones that are doing the best, I guess. It's a weird thing because even the team mentality, some days, let's say you've got 5 traders, 3 of them could have had a great day because you advise them and they got on some news. The other 2 might have missed it or didn't have the ability to pull the trigger or even went the other way. And so you have to be quite careful in shouting out good big team things and saying, well done everyone, you all did really, really well, because 2 of them could have had a terrible day, and that's not going to work. So I think there's a certain degree of competition between individual traders that doesn't work so well towards the team, but that's the environment I've always worked in. And there's just a way to do it with the general approach, general team building, but certainly by congratulating everyone or disciplining everyone at the same time won't work, because they would have all had different days. My mentoring has been, it's been up and down really. I mean, I have had, I think, throughout my career, 3 different mentors, and you build a relationship. It's all about building a relationship with each one, because they're the mentors, or the risk managers in my case, are the ones responsible for progressing your size. So it's quite a good idea to keep them on side, because you could be doing really well, but they could be limiting your performance if there's not such a great relationship. So they have been important. I think most important to me, though, was a figurehead I had for a company I spent most of my time with, and the owner of that company was an older guy from Chicago, and he had a great approach to trading, which was what in trading being a relatively murky world, I guess. He was always kept to good morals, and it's a very honest chat, which was quite a breath of fresh air, I think, in this industry. So that's who had the most effect on me, I guess. It's perfect, actually. It's a bit bad to say that it's a good timing for us, but it is, because with trading futures, you make money either going long or short, and the key to trading profit at the moment is volatility, and there's huge amounts of volatility, unprecedented volatility, and which is a great environment to learn and a great environment to profit from. If our new traders can learn to trade in this environment, then that's fantastic. So I believe this volatility will continue for a long time. Sadly, I don't see it being all over just yet.